I don't want to burst your bubble, but that's not true. You're gonna miss different luxuries of life. Once you land here, it's not gonna be all rainbows and butterflies. Hi guys! So welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hi, my name is Alicia, and if you've seen my previous videos, then thank you for sticking around. So yeah, I have a bit of a different setup. We're in our bathroom. And yes, I have to get ready because I have to go out, and before I started getting ready, I was going through my Instagram and I realized that there are a lot of messages on my Instagram and people have a lot of misconceptions, and I think that has something to do with the fact that it's me talking about Netherlands in general and all the positive things, and that's true, but I think people just think that it's too easy. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna talk about while I get ready to go out. I'm already dressed, as you can see, but my makeup's not done, so I'm gonna put on my makeup and we're gonna talk. So it's gonna be one of those rant, chit chat kind of a video. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. This might be a boring setup for guys, but bear with me because the things we're going to talk about is going to be very important, especially to the guys, because I think they're the people who are the ones from Pakistan who take the initiative to move to a different country on education, visa or whatever. So yeah, in case you need to know what makeup I'm using, you could just comment down below and I'll let you know. I've already prepped my face. Anyway, let's not talk about makeup throughout this video, and let's talk about the things that I'm supposed to talk about. I feel like when I talk about Netherlands and people see that I'm talking about everything like Netherlands is the best place in the world and videos like these and how I'm so happy in Netherlands. So most of the times, and I'm looking here because my mirror is here, and most of the times that's true, but people take it the wrong way. They think that life here is super easy, and it is. I'm not gonna lie, it is. Life is easy here. But most of the time people feel like if they move from Pakistan to Netherlands, all of their problems are going to be solved and they're going to be living the best life they ever dreamed of. And let me tell you guys, I don't want to burst your bubble, but that's not true. Don't come at me for applying foundation like this. This is just how I do it. And usually I don't have my hijab on when I'm doing my makeup. So let me tell you, that is not the case. Like here, life is very different. Everybody here is hustling and doing the best they can to make both ends meet. Yes, you get here paid more. So you might get paid for a lot of jobs here more than you would get paid in Pakistan, but that doesn't mean that it's easy to find that job. Here, things are generally expensive. Like you have to get a plumber to fix a pipe. Most of the times people would prefer to do it on their own because it would break the bank, you know, sometimes. So unlike in Pakistan, if you have to get a pipe fixed or something like that, you would just hire a plumber because it's a lot more easier to get a plumber to fix it than try to fix it yourself. So yes, once you move here, Netherlands is not a solution to all your problems. You're gonna have to work so hard here because in Pakistan, you'll probably be coming from like a normal family where you already have a car, you have a house, you have like food to eat 3 times a day, and you're already living a well-off life in Pakistan. But coming here, you are starting from zero. You're not gonna have a car, you're not gonna have a lot of money to buy everything that you want. You're starting from zero here. This is one of the things that people don't realize when they plan to move here, because life is not going to be easy. Of course, it's easy for people who've been living here, who have stable jobs, but if you're a student who's coming here, prepare yourselves because your life is not going to be the easiest. You might miss back home, and I'm not just talking about family. You're going to miss different luxuries of life. But then again, this might not be the case for like everybody in Pakistan. I just come from like one family, and my entire life I was surrounded by these people who were like on the same financial level as my family. So alhamdulillah, but I've just never been in a situation that might be a little different or more, where people are more striving and struggling for day-to-day life. So in Pakistan, you might not be able to relate with my kind of lifestyle. Now let's talk about would Netherlands actually solve your problems if you move here? You know, your financial crisis or whatever you want to call it. The situation of Pakistan from last year when I came here till this July, it's not the same. Like, I don't want to bash the country. It's my country and I love it dearly with all my life, like any other normal person would. But unfortunately, because of the government change and all of these like unstable government happenings that are happening currently, because I listen to news and I see what's happening, I see why people are desperate to leave and find themselves and curate themselves a better lifestyle, which they think that they cannot have in Pakistan. So with my experiences with my childhood, we're talking about like a year ago, or when the condition and the situation in the country was very different. Now I feel like yes, Netherlands can be an answer to your questions, and not just Netherlands, any European country that is better than Pakistan in the financial situation at the moment would be an answer to your question. So if you're coming here, I just want you to be prepared and like make yourself known that life here isn't gonna be a bed of roses. And there's other people that I know who came here from Pakistan and were struggling. Sometimes the students here don't have the budget to go out and buy food for themselves, so they would be eating, let's say, potatoes or something like biscuits all day. So yeah, just be prepared because it's gonna be a big life change for you. But inshallah, the good thing is that there's a good chance if you're educated, you can find a good job here, which I cannot say so much about my country at the moment. With the entire civil situation going on there, it's hard to find the job. Here, thank God, there's a good chance that you would be able to find a stable job, and that would actually help you make both ends meet, even if you're coming alone or you're coming here with family, because there are a lot of job opportunities for you here. So yes, in some sense, this could be an answer to all your prayers, but at the other hand, this all comes, in my opinion, at a price. And the price could be where you're like struggling initially, and then maybe a year later you're living the best life of your dreams when you have the house and a car and a stable job. And just saying something, coming from Pakistan, it's hard to achieve all of these things in a year. But here, there's a possibility that you might be able to achieve all of this within a time span of a year. And also there's always more room for growth here, like because the country's economy is so stable, there's a good chance that if you don't like a job, you could move on to a different company. Whereas in Pakistan, you don't have this luxury. Like you're lucky to even have a job, a good job. Also, it's a rule of thumb, you have to work for whatever you want, and I see why you would want to move to Netherlands, and I would actually endorse it, and I would say that you should, or just not Netherlands, any other country in the world for that matter. The thing about stable countries and the countries with a stable economy is that if you work the same amount of work and put in the same amount of hard work into something, the payback is a lot more here than it would be in Pakistan. So if you're someone who's financially struggling and the family is like depending on you, then yes. Now, if you're someone who's a student and who just wants to, experience life and are already living like a luxurious life in Pakistan, but you just want to move and experience life, then I wouldn't recommend moving to a different place. I would recommend traveling. Like you can travel, experience the life for 2 months, let's say 3 months, but moving here would be a little difficult for you because you already have all the luxuries of life, So why move to a different place and start from zero? If you're someone who's coming to Netherlands from like one of the South Asian countries, then I suggest that prepare yourself for a bit of a hard work. But here you should be confident that the hard work is going to pay off and you're going to find a good job. If you're planning to come here, then come with an open mind. That's my only advice. Like come with an open mind. Prepare yourself for like a few rainy days, literally and metaphorically, because it's going to rain a lot here and you're going to have to deal with a few issues, but you're going to get used to it, and life here is amazing and it's going to pay off. And comparing it to the situation back home and here at the moment, this is like 100 times better at the moment. So I do recommend coming here or anywhere else to for the growth and for improvement if you want. And yes, most of my videos are true, so this video is just to give you a little bit of an insight of the situation once you land here. It's not going to be all rainbows and butterflies, but once you settle in, you're gonna love it here or anywhere else actually. It's just that I hope that Pakistan does better eventually, but at the moment, moving out of it for people who want to grow seems like the best next step for you to do. So if you're someone who's educated and cannot find a job in Pakistan and want to move abroad to any other country, then just go ahead and do it. But prepare yourself that it's not going to be, not everything is going to go the way you imagined or planned. Prepare yourself for the good and the bad, because when there is a lot of good, there can be underlying bad as well, and you have to deal with it. But once you learn to grow with it, it's just all worth it at the end, you know. I hope this answers the questions for a lot of the people who are contemplating moving here or coming here for student visa, or, you know, just traveling. It's gonna be worth it at the end, I think, if you like it, because I did. And let me tell you, I didn't come here with such an open mind. I didn't come here thinking that I'm gonna fall in love with this place, and yet I did. And yeah, so this is it from me from this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, then make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you already haven't. And also, one last thing, it just came in my mind. I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm just trying to give you the truth, because this is what this channel is about. This is just my opinion, honestly. So everybody lives their own journey, makes their own life happen, and has their own experiences. Anyway, I will see you guys next time in the next video. Until then, bye.